Anchor Nassau. Well, there are 3 cruise ships left. This was a 4th cruise ship day, and one is already gone. There's a Canadian boat behind me. Yeah, this catamaran here next to me has 2 girls driving it, but they're wearing uniforms, so I'm sure they're a paid crew. I see 3 sailboats all entering the harbor at the moment. This guy just put his anchor down, the Canadian boat, about 1 minute ago. So these are the container ships that have the drop gate at the back so trucks can come on. And they do carry containers, but they also carry cars, and you can even see potted plants on the top to the out islands. So that's what you do see running around the Bahamas. On my trip from Great Harbor to Chub Key, this was the type of boat that overtook me. You know, a very small container ship, but they call them mail ships. And I really don't know where the name came from. It's a UK thing, I believe. Anyway, those are all over here. They're ubiquitous in the Bahamas because of all the islands. White over red, pilot is dead. That's how we used to memorize it. So white over red means it's a pilot boat. Very bow, further up you can see his red running light, but the big lights on the mast, the white over red, that tells you that he's engaged in bringing a pilot out to a big ship. Because that means a big ship's on the way in. So very possibly we'll be getting a cruise ship. I doubt the cruise ships need pilots, but I don't know. Pilot boat. That's as close as I want to get to ships. But if you want to go through the tallest part of the bridge, you got to go right here. You know? These guys are anchored more here. There's nothing to do. There's a sunken boat just after the bridge, so I've got to turn hard to port as soon as I get through, assuming I don't hit the bridge. I can see him, you'll see in a second. Okay, I'm through the bridge. There's a sunken wreck right next to the channels. Golly. Pop, 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 pop. I don't even have my depth sounder turned on. That's the crazy part. And I can tell you one thing, these booze and cruise boats are absolute menaces to navigation. They're just assholes. There's no other way to put it. They're asshole boat drivers. said, Captain, no worries, take your time. Well, I thought I did, but I don't see it now. It appears that there's someone in it, so that's fine. I can take any slip you have available, Captain.
Alright, remind me your length here as well.
Of course. Length 37, draft 6, beam 12. So, in a way, this just got a little bit easier because I'm not going to be trying to go in there. I'll be getting in, I'm going past the big blue guy, past the big blue boat, but before the next big mega yacht, I'm going to turn in left, and then I'm going to turn left into my slip. So I'm on the first dock, but I'm on the other side of it. But the good news is I'm looking off the port side, which I can see very easily. Again, looking to starboard is difficult because of the dinghy. Okay, redirect. Been redirected to a different slip. So maybe this is a good time to point out that thank goodness the wind was not very strong, and thank goodness that the current was not really ripping, because I'm able to keep the boat more or less under control pretty easily. And now I'm going to come back in, pick up this line handler, and then we're going to go all the way around back to the other side of the dock, and then we're finally going to dock. I know that sounds silly at 8 times the normal speed, but basically I'm calling the gentleman to come back so he and I can have a chat. When I back up, the stern pulls to starboard pretty hard. Okay? But I think if I come in this way, then east, then it's gonna, my bow will never get my bow and goes downwind.
Alright, so he's saying if you want to bow in or stern in, you can.
Okay?
What do you think is best for you to do?
As long as my electric cable can reach, I prefer stern bow in.
Bow in?
I prefer bow in.
Alright.
So here, this is a stern line tied to my port side,
Okay.
so we won't need that. But the white one,
You need both lines.
I will eventually, yes, but
Yes.
you're immediately done. See the
Let me get this stern line over here onto this part in here.
yes, sir.
You have another stern line?
Yeah, that's this one here. Yeah.
Oh, you found a courtesy flag.
Grudgingly so, yes. I don't really like having to buy things like this, but what are you gonna do, huh? So the question is, for any prospective cruisers, can I afford to stay in marinas? Well, let me tell you what they cost. So over in Florida in the USA, you'll see anything from $2 to maybe $4 per foot per day for a marina. That will typically include trash removal and typically include water. Usually power is metered separately. But I'm going to stop right there. So if you're in a monthly rate, power is almost always metered separately. If you're in a transient rate, that $2 per foot per day, sometimes the power is included, sometimes not. In the Bahamas, the prices are a little bit lower, but still high enough. West End was $2 per foot per day. The marina I'm at right here in Nassau, same. But there's a marina closer to the Margaritaville that is well in excess of $5 per foot per day, and they cater to the big mega yachts. So I guess that's just the way it is. So in general, I would not want to spend the money to be hanging out here for a week and a half in a marina because of the money, you know. But I really, as I mentioned in previous videos, I really needed the rest, and I needed just a couple of weeks of not worrying about stuff. So today the weather's pretty sporty. It has been that way for a day and a half now. So we'll step outside and you'll see, when you see a flag standing all the way up on its end, that tells you you're looking at least 15 miles an hour wind. And it's been pretty choppy out here. Hi, thanks for watching the video. I'm Russ, sailing vessel Tautog, and our location is still the Bahamas. It's 2 days before Christmas, and I'm going to stay here through Christmas, and after the 25th I'll be moving out to the anchor field again, just to save money, frankly. After that I'll be shoving off and visiting some other islands, and I'll have a friend come aboard and help me do some sailing. But exactly where we're going, I think I'll save that for the next episode and kind of keep you plugged in on what the overall plan is, because there are some changes that I have to make, and it's not a worry of any sort, but it's all good, and grateful to be alive, grateful to have good health, and grateful to be spending a day like this in just short sleeves while people up north are dealing with temperatures down by 0. So I'm a lucky guy. Thanks, guys. Take care.